Okay, just move the paper forward or backward or whatever. You have a batch counter, and it just counts how many, and you can turn that off or on.
Okay.
Okay, all right, and then you can reset the counter to 0. And parameters is, you only would use that. Actually, I think you have to have a code. Yeah, you have to have a password to get into that. So the only time you would be using it is if you've called Martin Yale and you said, something's wrong with my machine, and they're going to say, okay, let's go in and look at the parameters, and then they will give you a code to get into the machine. Okay, but don't change that, because you could really mess up your machine if you start messing with the parameters of the machine. Okay, so don't mess with that. All right, now a feed delay, you will probably never use that. The only time you would use feed delay is if you were using this to feed into another machine, and you need to like the feed, stop, and then have a delay before it feeds the next sheet. Okay. So that's the only time you would use that. So don't worry about it. Okay. Then this, of course, just takes you back to your home screen. Okay. In perf mode, you don't have all those adjustments because perf just runs the machine. Okay. When you're creasing, if you're creasing 8.5 by 11 sheets and just doing a trifold, the machine's going to do about 4,500 sheets an hour if you just let it run. Okay. Now, most people can't feed it that fast, so I don't know how realistic that is, but you'll probably be able to do 3,500 an hour, something along those lines.
On the perf mode, to change the location of the perf, we have to go in there manually.
Right.
Unscrew it and loosen it up.
Yeah, it's just like moving any of these other wheels. You're going to take this one off, move your perf to approximately where you want it to be. Okay. All right. So let's say that you want to move the perf. You're going to move it to approximately where you want it to be, and then you're going to come over to here, and this is your fine adjustment. Okay. So we would loosen this. Okay, and then you're going to turn this. So when you turn this, the whole table and everything is moving just a little bit side to side. Okay, so you might set your perf wheel up so that it comes within 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch of where you exactly want the perf to be, and then you're going to move this.
That tool moves the whole.
Moves everything. Okay, and then tighten that back down. Okay. Are you intimidated? It just seems complicated.
So in that case, we don't have to move the perf wheel. We can just move this.
Well, no, it would take, you can only go figure
like
this far.
Like minute.
Right, it's just a little bit. So you move the perf wheel to approximately where you want the perf, like within, 1/4 of an eighth or 1/8 of an inch. And then you use this to get it just where you want it to get.
Okay.
Okay?